Hello there, Virgo, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to be doing your December 2021 general reading. We'll take a look at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's see what we have on the horizon for you in the month of December, Virgo, last month of the year. Let's see what we have. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so lovely. Soulmates. I love it. You're ending the year. You've had a little bit of, a difficult year or some difficult energies that you've had to overcome. And then look at this. Like we had Treasure Island, happy, happy. I feel like you're getting, you're recognizing the treasure within a relationship. And it could be, look at this, bringing in balance. Could be working with a Libra, don't have to be. But it's about finding balance and understanding the specialness of this relationship, this connection, listening to your intuition as it has helped to guide you in this relationship. So let's go to the tarot. We're going to take a look first at the present energy, your present energy, Ace of Swords. Getting some new information, or you could be even getting some communication from this person. There's something new that you're learning. And, it's kind of like a spark that helps to bring in some of this balance into this connection. Really nice. Okay, your obstacle, the Emperor. So this could be you not really being in your own power, or it could be that this person is somebody that feels really powerful in this situation and is kind of that's where the balance has been out of control. The Emperor can also stand for, somebody that's older. A lot of times a male figure, but it doesn't have to be. So it could be a father, a grandfather, or it could even be, like a boss or an employer of some sort. Okay, your advice, Knight of Pentacles. Realizing that this is a slow journey, but it's a slow journey that's going to bring you so much balance and stability in your life. I sometimes feel like the Knight of Pentacles is that energy where you are progressing, but you're progressing so slowly, you almost don't even know that you're progressing. But Virgo, I think that is the message for you, is that you have been working on yourself. And perhaps on this connection for some time. And you may not even recognize how much progress you have made. And it doesn't mean that you are, if you've been in conflict with somebody, that you're necessarily coming back together. It's about progressing as far as understanding the lessons or why this person was in your life. And almost like bringing that into your own soul, like recognizing the lessons here, and getting more wisdom about yourself, bringing more balance even into your own life because you understand this connection better. And then, Four of Swords, healing, true healing. Whether it's been from a broken heart, or just disappointment in a certain person, especially, if it's like a father or employer, just understanding that this situation was part of your soul's evolution. And then on the bottom, Three of Cups. Celebrating and putting your time and energy. You're getting more clear about how to put your time and energy into this situation. Queen of Cups, loving yourself. It could be, especially with this Justice card, that you put more time and energy into this situation than the other person did, right? And you're coming more into balance, understanding why that may have occurred, what it is that you were really expecting out of this connection that you weren't receiving, and how you feel about it. and healing that, like looking at that. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords, we have the Page of Cups. I feel like somebody is coming in to, offer you an apology, give you more information about why they acted or reacted the way they did. However this imbalance was, it's like they're coming in to kind of explain themselves. Oh my goodness. Five of Swords. I feel like they have regrets for what they did, Virgo. They do. And it's like they realize they've gotten some clarity that the only way that they can kind of get back into balance with you is to bring in this information, in this apology, coming in and giving you clarity about how they felt, and perhaps you explaining how you felt in this situation. It's like it's kind of like really getting deep with your feelings with this person. Understanding that this is a connection that is so deep that if you don't really truly heal whatever is here or do that deep work, the problem is that you can't do the whole healing process. It's about stepping into that energy of, I want to have a conversation about this. I want to express how I feel about what happened here. And how almost like getting clarity and also expressing your clarity about how this has affected you in your own life. And especially, if it's a father or an emperor, a boss, it could be even, like somebody that was older. So if you perhaps were in a romantic connection with somebody that was quite a bit older than you, like, I think part of it is that this person that you were dealing with was older than you. Significantly. Not just like a year or two. It was somebody that had a lot more. I don't want to say they took advantage of you. They didn't. But it's almost as if they didn't recognize the power that they had because of their position over you. Like as your father or as your boss or, even like a teacher for some reason. I get that. Like they were almost a teacher in your life. If you think about it, an employer kind of teaches you, the how to work, kind of molds you into the type of worker that they want, right? And a father tries to kind of like guide you as a child. And it's as if they didn't take that responsibility. Like they were perhaps, expecting certain things from you, but they didn't understand how their expectations and the way that they handled it affected you. It's almost as if I know this sounds strange, but it's almost as if they treated you almost as if you were equals and you weren't equals. So you were in the situation going, oh my gosh, like this person is, like above me and they're giving me this time and energy or whatever. And you were like, wow, like, that's amazing. You might have even idolized this person in a way. And then they didn't, Six of Cups is on the bottom. I really feel like for a lot of you, it's a family member. But they didn't realize that what they needed to do was nurture you. There wasn't a nurturing. The Emperor is just not nurturing. Just kind of like the Emperor. Yeah, Four of Swords. Trying to heal from this situation. What your subconscious. The Moon card is your subconscious. Your subconscious is trying to get you to be inspired to find the clarity in this situation, to have the conversation perhaps that you need to have with this person, to get the deeper understanding, and perhaps to even express how the way that this person perceived your relationship, how it has, or at least getting the clarity about how this relationship has affected you in your life today. You know, may have even affected like your soulmate choices, you know. Really interesting. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, Empress, Page of Swords. You have a lot of communication, new actions taking place here, trying to move on to calmer waters, you know, realizing that this is your advice, that you are making progress. It's slow, but you are making progress. For some of you, you may even be moving. You may be even moving to a new location because, you know, maybe farther away from this emperor or closer to this emperor, you know, however you feel like that situation. It's almost as if by moving, you feel like you can actually step into the next cycle. Or moving back. You might be moving back to like your hometown or something like that. Knight of Wands, taking action. Like, you know, you want to make some move here, to move into calmer waters. You're tired of the turbulence in the situation. You want to move into calmer waters and you're taking action. You want to progress and you want to, you know, I think it's so interesting because here's the Emperor. This is your area of resistance or your obstacle. And you are trying to become the Empress, you know, or you are trying to step into the Empress energy. And then we have the Lovers. It is about soulmates. And for a lot of you, I really feel as if there's some connection between romantic partners and some childhood situation. Sorry, Virgo. My battery died. Okay, so it's about taking a look at how, like, if you had an unbalanced relationship with a parent or your parents had an unbalanced marriage, it's about how that has affected you in choosing your romantic partners. And it's almost like, oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. It's almost like getting the clarity and then saying, okay, now I can progress and have a much better, deeper relationship with, you know, myself and then also with my romantic connections. Really nice. You know, I do want you to know, this is taking you to a happy, happy place. It is recognizing the treasure in something that may not seem like it was a treasure at the time. You know, understanding this nugget of information that you're learning about this past situation is helping you to clear up your future. It's really nice. Okay, Eight of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Star, Justice. Yeah, you're bringing this into balance. You're healing from this situation. You could even be healing this past situation, but it's at least that healing within yourself that allows you to recognize that this is part of your spiritual journey, that you can have true healing. You know, you have been wishing to find this sense of calm. You know, you may have had a lot of romantic relationships that were kind of up and down and in and out, and you're just like, I don't get it. Why is it so messy? You know, why is my life so messy when it comes to romance? And now you're kind of like getting the clarity of all of that. And, you know, with the Ace of Wands, it's like, oh my gosh. You know, it's the spark that says, oh my gosh, now I have the answer. I have the key to my future happiness. And then, you know, just being inspired to go out and say, okay, let's try romance again, but maybe in a different way. You know, now I know why I was, you know, always, I don't know. Okay, just say that your father, when you were young, your father, had an affair, had a love affair, right? And then your parents got divorced because of it. You could have this like innate belief system now that men, all men cheat, all marriages end, right? That could be somewhat of your thing. And so what you don't realize is that perhaps when you're looking for a romantic partner, you have that ingrained in your brain. Oh, everybody, all men cheat. So you're actually bringing in people that do cheat, that you end up being in a third party situation, and it's kind of like, well, I never understood why, I always drew in third party situations or people that would leave me or, relationships that would end. And then when you go back and you're like, oh, well, it's kind of like we go back. Sometimes I think you're choosing those things because you're trying to go back and heal the past situation. Somehow heal that your father doesn't have the love affair and your parents don't get divorced. It's almost as if you're trying to put yourself back into that situation so you can fix it. But the truth is that it's about just looking at that situation, recognizing how it affected you as a child, to see maybe the pain that your mother went through, the difference in the relationship that you had with your father afterwards because he moved out of the house and you didn't see him as much, right? I mean, it's like taking a look at all of that and then recognizing, yes, I deserve more than trying to repeat something from the past. And now that you understand it, you can actually do the deep healing. And you do. You have a lot of healing here. Really nice energy, Virgo. So let's see what we have here. Cut the cords of doubt. I love that. Your soul shines. Yeah, I think you're shining because you're understanding perhaps something about yourself that you never understood before. Cut the cords of doubt. Recognize that you are a star and you are shining. And to shine your light really brightly. The edge of evolution feels messy. Like, okay, this isn't going to be easy to take a look at this and dive down deep into your feelings, right? That's kind of messy. But by doing this, by spending time doing this and maybe even going back and healing, inner child wounds, that type of thing, you are making this, nice progress towards true healing of, your heart and also your soul's evolution. And then make a mission statement for your soul. Like understanding, hey, this is part of my soul's evolution. Where is it that I want to grow next? Because I feel like you really are, especially like with the new year, you're opening up a whole new chapter. And it's like, okay, well, Virgo, what would you like to accomplish in your next cycle? Because it's coming in and it's going to be fantastic. Well, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you much love and light in this situation and through this healing process. And if you have resonated with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.